Yeah, so I was just with my family and a few mates. Had about 5 or so mates come over, all huddled around the couch, waiting for that moment. And it sort of got to just before pick 8, and my phone was getting rung a couple of times, but I didn't see it because I had it on silent, just because I didn't want to interrupt the sort of broadcast with the Zoom and everything. And my mate looked at it, and it sort of same person rang quite a few times. And best mate Zave was like, "I think you should pick it up." And so I answered it, and it was Ben Rutten, and he said like, "How'd you feel about being in Essendon football and all that?" And I was in a state of shock. I didn't know how to answer him. And then I sort of ended the call, walked back to my family. Everyone was like, "Oh, like what was it? Who was that?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know," just to build up the sort of the tension in the room. And then it happened, and we were just at home, and a few more of my mates came over after, and just sort of celebrated that night, and then that was it.
So I was actually at a function that my manager put on for all the boys that he manages in Melbourne, at the London Tavern in Richmond. So we hired out the whole back outdoor bit, and everyone had like 10 people they could invite, family and friends. So it was a good atmosphere there. And then I didn't really know I was getting called out then either, but similar to Nik, I got a call a couple of minutes before when Essendon was on the clock at pick 9, saying, "Are you want to come to the Bombers?" And a few swear words I said, but like to emphasise that I wanted to come. So and then I didn't tell anyone either. Wanted it to be a surprise. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, so I had a few mates over, so I had like 6 of my mates, and then family, and a few family friends of my parents. So had about 26 people there. So it was good. And Rob gave me a call like a minute before I actually got picked. So there was 2 loves. There was like 2 celebrations because they all got around me the first time, and then once my name was called, the boys erupted. So it was pretty good, and very emotional for my mum and that. So it was a good night.
Yeah, so I just had my family over, and my pop. We just sat around the couch watching nervously, and then once my name got called out, it was just the house just erupted, and it was very exciting, especially for my mum and dad as well. We've put in a lot of work, and then within about 5 minutes, my house was just full of family, friends, and all my mates and stuff that came around. It was very special night that I'll remember forever.
Yeah, it was pretty low key, just mum, dad and myself sitting on the couch, and funnily enough, mum had actually gotten ready to go to bed. She works pretty long hours in the morning and whatnot, so she had toddled off to bed, and it was just dad and I ended up sitting there. And sure enough, when the doggies placed a bid, obviously Essendon came in and matched it, so pretty lucky there, and sure enough, the rest is history.